Good morning, children. Hope you all are keeping safe by staying at home. In today's video, we are going to learn about the structure of typical plant cell and an animal cell. Cell organelles. So, in the previous session, we have learned the structure of typical plant cell and animal cell. In that, we have learned two organelles, namely mitochondria and nucleus. So here you can see in the picture animal cell and plant cell. We have seen these are the different cell organelles such as mitochondria, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, lysosomes, and in plant cell you have chloroplast, vacuoles, etc. So we'll be dealing with few cell organelles in detail. So first cell organelle is endoplasmic reticulum. So it is a network of membranous tubules within the cytoplasm of eukaryotic cell, continuous with the nuclear membrane. It usually has ribosome attached to its body and is involved in protein and lipid synthesis. It also serves as a channel for transport of materials, especially proteins, between the various regions of cytoplasm. So in the picture you can see two types of endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So what is the major difference between rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum? So in this picture you can see ribosomes are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum. So it makes the surface rough, hence the name rough endoplasmic reticulum. Whereas here ribosomes are absent, so the structure will be smooth, hence the name smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now coming to functions. Rough endoplasmic reticulum has on it ribosomes, which are small round organelles whose function is to synthesize proteins. Hence, rough endoplasmic reticulum it is a site for protein synthesis. Now coming to smooth endoplasmic reticulum. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum functions in many metabolic processes. It synthesizes lipids, fat molecules which are important for cell function. Cells that secrete these products such as the cells of testes, ovaries and also skin oil glands, they have the excess of smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now in the next slide you can see the Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus, it was discovered in the year 1898 by an Italian biologist, that is Camillo Golgi. Hence this was named after this scientist. So what is this organelle? This organelle, it is also known as Golgi body or Golgi complex or simply Golgi. It is a unicellular, it is a cellular organelle present in most of the cells of the eukaryotic organism. So this organelle, it is made up of several membranes. You can see in the picture. It is made up of several membranes. So these membranes create sac-like structures around which fluid-filled vesicles are present. So the number of Golgi bodies varies from cell to cell. Their number will be more in those cells that secrete hormones and enzymes. Now coming to function of Golgi bodies. So what is its function? Mainly it is referred as manufacturing and shipping center of the cell, as it is involved in packing of the protein molecule before they are sent to their destination. So these organelles, they help in processing and packing the macromolecules like proteins and lipids that are synthesized by the cells, and hence they act as an post office of the cell. They pack and they send it to their destination. See in the picture you can see clearly structure of Golgi bodies. Now coming to next slide, that is structure of lysosome. Lysosome is also one of the important organelle. What is its function? Its function is to remove waste. So lysosomes are the organelles that contain destructive enzymes. They digest excess or worn out organelles, food particles, and engulf bacteria or viruses. That is, they engulf, they eat away viruses or bacteria. So what is its function? The materials that are needed to be destroyed, they are to be transported to lysosomes. So then at times the lysosome will burst and the enzymes are released to digest the cell. Hence they are known as suicidal bags of the cell. So what's its main function is to remove the waste from the cell. Now next, one more organelle, that is which this organelle, it is present only in plant. Plastids, these are present only in plant cells. In the starting I said that some organelles are present in plants and some organelles are present in animals. So plastids are present only in plant cells. Plastids are divided into three types, that is chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. What is chromoplast? So plastid containing green pigment is called as chloroplast. What is chromoplast? Plastid containing pigment apart from green is called as chromoplast. Then leucoplast, these are the colorless the plastids which are involved in mainly in food storage. We will be dealing only with chloroplast. So here you can see the picture, that is chloroplast. So chloroplasts are of different shapes, that is disc or oval. The diameter of chloroplast in higher plant can vary between 4 to 10 microns. What is the primary function of chloroplast? We have studied in lower classes. Chloroplast, it traps the energy from sunlight and transfer it to chemical energy. What is that process called as? Photosynthesis. So chloroplasts are involved in photosynthesis. Now coming to next organelle, that is ribosomes. These are the small granule-like structures in the cytoplasm of the cell. Ribosomes are of two types, that is free ribosomes or attached ribosomes. So free ribosomes, they are scattered in cytoplasm, whereas attached ribosomes, they are present in we have seen in rough endoplasmic reticulum. So ribosomes are attached, no? So they are attached ribosomes. So two types of ribosomes are there, that is free ribosomes and attached ribosomes. Free ribosomes, you can see in the picture, they are present here and there in the cell, whereas attached ribosomes, they are attached to the rough endoplasmic reticulum. What is the function of ribosomes? Ribosomes are the site for protein synthesis. So now coming to the next slide, that is vacuole. Okay, so we have seen this organelle in plant cell also and animal cell. So the large empty spaces present in the cell is called vacuole. So here the large empty space present in the vacuole is called as present in the cell is called vacuole. So these are fluid filled sac like structures. In animal cell, vacuoles are very small in size. See in the picture, in animal cell it is very small in size, whereas in plant cell it is larger in size. Okay, it occupies most of the space in plant cell. Now what is the function of vacuoles? The vacuoles, they maintain turgor pressure within the cell. That means they give rigidity. Okay, they make the plant cell rigid. They export the unwanted substances from the cell. Here you can see the differences between a vacuole of an animal cell and a vacuole of a plant cell. So here in the picture you can see several small vacuoles. They are used for storage and they can contain nutrients, water or waste in animal cell. Whereas in plant cell, you find that is one large vacuole is present. It is used to store water and also it keeps the plant rigid. So this is the structure of vacuoles. So these are the different organelles which are present in the cell. So by this we have completed the first chapter, that is cell, its structure and functions. So all these organelles, that is mitochondria, chloroplast, nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, Golgi bodies, all these organelles, their structure and functions are important. Okay, so you have to read it thoroughly, each structure and function. I'll be posting the homework in WhatsApp.